Here we go. We are making some risotto, folks. Just got back from Italy, and I thought, like, wow, inspired by some really great people. Here, Villa Lecce. We stayed there, or Lecce, however you want to say it. Boy, we stayed there in the hills of Tuscany. It was fabulous. Got the apron there. Got some tips on how to make this. We're going to start with 7 tablespoons of butter over here, and we're going to put some shallot in there, about a half a cup of shallot. We're going to get that going, and what we're going to do is we're going to get that cooking a little bit till they just start to turn golden. We're going to accelerate this, though, so you can see what's going on. I've got one started already. This takes about 20 minutes to make at home. It's really easy to do, not much stuff to chop up and cook. So I really suggest that you try this recipe, and people think, whoa, that's amazing. And you can put all kinds of different things in this, too. Let's see, check out the burners here. We're looking good. So there, you see it's cooking up a little bit. Over here, I've got one started already. And once you get it started, all you have to do is once in a while stir it, make sure it's not sticking, then add a little broth, a little at a time. Yeah, about 6 cups all together if you're making this much risotto here, about a cup. So here we go, we got that going. Go back over here, see what's happening with this, and you see the shallots are just starting to cook up a little bit. We'll go another second or so. I am going to pull this over here so you guys can get a look at this. I'm going to put it on top of the risotto here. This is a little bag you get like when you're traveling around, little souvenirs, and it's got a little pasta in it, and it's got a little tiny jar of pesto in it, which is really, it's great stuff. It's so concentrated, it's delicious, it's basil, it's got a little bit of nut in it, and great olive oil. Of course, you don't have to go all the way to Italy. I just go to Costco and I get it there. I get a bunch of stuff from I even get sparkling water from Costco. So you don't have to go to Italy to make this, but it doesn't hurt you to have some of theirs and know what it's like. Okay, so I've got the shallot going there. I'm going to put in a couple cloves of garlic, and you cook that until it just starts to get aromatic. We're going to come back over here, check this out. We're going to add a little more broth. Keep that going. So it takes, like I said, about 20 minutes. So it's starting to look pretty good. I guess, let me see if you can see that in there. That's what it's starting to look like. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a clean spoon. We're going to see how tender it's getting. It's coming around. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Okay, so we got that going on. Got the garlic in there. I think what we're going to do now is we are going to got the garlic in there, we got the shallot in there, now we're going to put our risotto in here. Pretty easy so far, right? We can stir with this one now. So stir this around. And so we're getting that flavor from the garlic and the shallot into our rice. And we're going to continue to let that get hot. I've got a clean spoon back here. Get that one stirred around a little bit. So this is about 17 minutes or so cooked. So it's going to be ready for us to start finishing a little bit. So it doesn't look like much is happening here, but what happened was all that beautiful shallot and garlic flavor went into the risotto, which is a rice, a special kind of short grain rice, a borio. Okay, we got that going, right? So now we're going to add a little wine for a little more flavor. We're going to put about a half a cup in here. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got some more flavors going on. Stir that around, and we're going to let that go until it evaporates. Once that evaporates and looks sort of dry again, I'm going to start adding chicken broth to it. You can use vegetable broth if you want, but we're going to start adding that a cup at a time until it just starts to get like this. So you see how this is starting to look like this? Really nice, right? So we got that like that. So now it's time to add a little flavor in here. So we are going to take some pesto, and we are going to stir a half a cup of pesto into here. Can you smell that, guys, huh? Starting to happen, huh? I know I'm going back and forth. I hope it's not too confusing for you, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is. I want that one to be ready. But this one, see, we had the wine in there, and it's almost dry now. I'll put it over here. Now you can see it. There we go. Backseat driver when you're directing like that, right? What do you think of that stuff? Okay, so look, it's starting to look pretty good. So now what you do, look around, make sure we did everything we wanted to do. We bust out the ladle. We don't need the ladle because I put it in here. Great tip. Put your broth in there, keep it hot on the stove, you don't have to keep it warm. Put it in a cup, about a cup at a time. And we cook that till it evaporates and starts to look a little drier, and then we're going to keep on adding. This one looks like it's ready to go. So we're going to turn this off. So you got a good look at that. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add in some peas. You like that idea? Who likes peas? Peas okay?
Yeah.
Got a cup of peas. Put back over here. These peas are a little cold. Okay, here we go. Go back over here. This is what's going on. A couple minutes here. See how it starts to get a little sludgy, like, you know, like a little. I said, hey, I need some more broth. Put some more broth in here, please. Okay, I will. Here it comes. Look at that. We got a little more broth. We keep going. It's about a 15, 17-minute process to get that to where you want it. Yay. And then we're going to put some more Parmesan in here. Half a cup. So when you get in different parts of Italy, it comes in different consistencies. Some is pretty soupy, some it's sort of more thick. Kim likes it more soupy. So I'll put a little more broth in there. So this one is almost done. I'm going to save just a little Parmesan for the back side. I'm not even going to taste this one. I think it's going to be all right. Okay, so that's essentially done. This one back over here again, let's take a look at this one. Do you see how all that chicken broth is being absorbed by the rice, the risotto? Like that. We're going to add a little more here. We come back, we're going to keep this one going because I think someone's going to like this later in the show. But the one that's finished, we're going to serve it up. Now they'll taste it, and we'll see if we brought a little bit of Italy home with us. And come back. Okay, here we go. So
what a dish.
I think we got some risotto here for you. Let's see what happens.
I am thrilled about this. And I always feel like I don't attempt risotto on my own because I feel like I'm going to mess it up. And when you teach us how to do this, it really feels like I could be capable of putting it together.
Of course you're capable of doing this. You're capable of doing it so much.
Look how beautiful.
You just won the Edward R. Murrow Award. You can do anything.
Oh, stop it.
Right?
I'm grateful. Very grateful.
Well, there you go. Give it a little try and see what you think. I'll get out of your way.
Okay.
I'm going to go back over to my other risotto, which will...
Look at this.
I'll tempt the rest of the crew with this later.
It's gorgeous. It just looks so fabulous. Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Your consistency, because sometimes if you might be out somewhere and you have risotto and
Pasty.
it's either pasty or then sometimes it's too hard because they don't soften
too al
enough.
dente, yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
It's perfection. I think the Italians would be so proud of you right now.
Oh, boy, I'd love to hear that. That's good. They'll taste it.
It's so good. And the peas have a little bit of snap to them still, so it gives it a little pop when you eat them mixed with the risotto.
Get that spoon out of here. We don't need
delicious.
it anymore.
I could eat. Well, I will eat this whole thing.
You like it? Hey, so it's pretty easy to make.
Oh,
You
that
saw,
was a hot bite.
I was like making two of them at one time, almost like. That's probably how Ian does it. He probably has to make it for 100,000 people all the time. So, so he's always doing 10 things at once. But this is how to make it. The recipe is on the website. Just go to the website and check that out.